wires fold back like a file corrupted. The feeds get fixed or the truth get tucked. I'm 23, streaming 6. Sinister system sifting signals, sitting center of the cynicism. I'm the girl on the grid with the wit and the grit. Clipping clips, flipping scripts. Every hit gets a split. Half wired to the meta, half tired of the rhetoric. Every thread is a threat and a shred of the evidence. Pushing posts, pulling ghosts out the algorithm. Paranoid, parallel, every scroll's a prison. So tell me, future me, did the protest persist or get pressed in the pleas? Did the speech stay free or get seized? Got a feed. Did the rage find a page or just fade in the memes and the dream? Get a deal with the dead-end machine. Cursor blinks like a heartbeat flatline. Typing truth in the dark, will it last time? Loading futures that buffer and crash right. Tell me something survives past the broadcast. So I'm writing to the version I haven't met yet. Do the questions get answered or just better addressed when the cameras go dark and the comments reset? Did we patch up the world or just update what we accept? Hey, letter to myself in the future tense. Did the truth get loose or lose its sense? If the timeline bends, will you still feel this tense or finally breathe between events? Dear me, did you keep the kill shot or soften the spit? Swap the raw for a sponsor or collab a bit? Did the brand burn a bridge through the back of your lips? Did your voice stay vicious or get packaged and shipped? I got a live feed, prime time, pipeline, fine line between a sign of the times and a sideline cosign. If I frame it with flame, do they follow the smoke or they fumble the message and fave it for joke? Fight of the polish, the pristine conviction. Shrink wrapped gift box, quick contradiction. Will you still spit the scripture with no supervision or flip the affliction into ad-driven fiction? Did the data dissolve every face to a fraction? Focus group, future proof, manufacture reaction, or did we finally factor the humans in action and hear one crash and now create it past all the abstractions? Tell me, did the walls get wider or tighter? Did the map stay lit while the people got cipher? Does your mind stay right when the whole world's a fighter, or did you trade the fire just to type with a lighter? So I'm writing to the version I haven't met yet. Do the questions get answered or just better addressed when the cameras go dark and the comments reset? Did we patch up the world or just update what we accept? Hey, letter to myself in the future tense. Did the truth get loose or lose its sense? If the timeline bends, will you still feel this tense or finally breathe between events? If I burn out young, will you blame this draft or the way the engagement kept demanding I adapt? If they hand you a plat from polished platinum pack, will you speak for the silenced or just stack and subtract? I'm folding this note in a question mark shape, sent from blue light through a restless headspace. If I ever forget what I logged in to say, read me back to myself from the version I saved. I'm writing to the version I haven't met yet. Do the questions get answers or just better addressed when the cameras go dark and the comments reset? Did we patch up the world or just update what we accept? Yeah, letter to myself in the future tense. If the truth feels heavy, will you still consent to carry each fact like a shared lament and leave a little light for your own content? Dear me, did you make it out, dear me? Dear me.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Dear Me, and I'm back with us, John! I'm back. We're here. We got some content to make. Let's go. Yes, okay. So I have a few things to talk about tonight. Just a few. Actually, no, there's like a lot. There's like a lot to go over, for crying out loud. Now there is some stuff that it's like, okay, these are one and dones, quick hits, move along. But there's just so much that happened today that it's kind of ridiculous when you sit down and think about it. We started off with a He-Man trailer. We then got the Backrooms trailer. And then we got the Supergirl trailer. And then Warner Brothers, and their great esteem for marketing and their great ability to just go out there, has proven that they've already picked up the Marvel torch, for lack of a better term, and just as that, already tanking this upcoming movie. It's done. It's over. They're doing everything in their power to just piss everybody off and appeal to absolutely nobody. So there's the James Gunn's DC universe is cooked. There's no benefit to that universe at all. There's none, and we'll talk about it. We'll talk a little bit about the trailer because I really rooted for that man. I liked aspects of the Superman movie. I have a positive review on it. I have a positive review on this channel about the Superman movie. It's right there. There is a positive review on this channel about the Superman movie. I was really excited for the Superman movie. I liked James Gunn's previous work outside of Peacemaker and then Creature Commandos. I keep forgetting that was a show that happened. I was rooting for him the whole time. Now I'm firmly in the camp that he's not the guy. He's not the one. He's a failure. He's an idiot. And before anybody comes out here and says this, and I'll reiterate this a little bit later as well, before anybody comes out here and tries to do the whole, oh, well, he's not the one that's directing this movie, blah, blah, blah. Motherfucker, he's the producer. He's in charge of the DC universe right now. Anything that goes into these movies, he has to sign off on. He gets the final say on all these movies right now. He is well within his power to make this shit and to be very all around their current marketing strategy, because fuck them all. But we also got, hey, listen, we also probably have one of the best video game movie trailers of all time, and we will be reacting to that too. What is this? What is this? Give me a second. I don't know what this is. I'll start tomorrow. We might react to this a little later. This literally just came across my feed. It's 2 days old. I have no idea what this is, but it's called Animation I'll Start Tomorrow. I don't know what it is. We'll look at it. Anyways, why don't we start off? We're gonna start off with a reaction. Now, almost all my no, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna record this one because I have this weird fascination with the video game Backrooms. I have yet to play it. I've been wanting to play it with a couple of my friends and stuff on stream. It is this super unique horror game that plays into some of your psychological fears, all while at the same time there are monsters, but it plays with you. It manipulates you, and it looks so interesting. And honestly, when I heard that A24 was making a Backrooms movie, I was a little, you know, what are we gonna be doing here? Like, what's gonna be happening with this? Like, how are we doing a Backrooms movie? And from the little bit that I've seen of this trailer, I gotta say, I'm hooked. And I do think this is one of the best video game movie trailers of all time. But let's check this out. This is the Backrooms movie trailer.
I found something in the store.
Okay.
By the way, I do love this dude as an actor. Basically, everything that he's been in, I have been a super big fan of. The only thing that he has been in that I was not a fan of was the latest Doctor Strange movie, because he is also Mordo. Is it Mordo or Mor? He is it Mordo? I can't remember. Mordo or Mormo? I can't remember his name, but he's in that, and that's not a good movie. But he does a good performance.
What did you find?
The place. I found a place.
Shit. what I really love is you could just look up screenshots of Backrooms and it looks like you're just ripping this straight from the screenshots. Like if I do this real quick, let me double check something stupid didn't happen. Like if I pull this up real quick, Backrooms images, I want video game. Backrooms video game. If you just look up pictures, like out the gate already, shot for shot. Yeah, there's obviously some changes here or there, but this looks like you're directly in the Backrooms game. It is creepy and I love it and I want more. All the weirdness.
Hello?
Ooh, I love this. I love the psychological, like what the hell's happening. I love like the random the foreign language playing over the speakers, the what the hell did I find, this weirdness to it all. I love it.
Anyone there?
Look, I know how this sounds, but you gotta understand, it's massive in there.
I'm not saying I don't believe you.
Okay, I'm gonna come back here with proof.
All right, you filming? Yeah.
Follow my lead.
Clark, what is this?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Ooh, look at that. How creepy and weird. And again, this shows up in like the video game, like these weird little things, the found footage aspects, all this little stuff. It shows up in the video game. And it's so fascinating to actually see it playing out in a movie format like this.
Out. I've been there every night since I found the place, and I still barely scratched the surface. All right, just take it slow.
Oh my God.
Pull me up, pull me up, pull me up! What do you see?
All these rooms, this place builds them.
It's like a maze. It just goes on and on. Sometimes I'm scared I'll get lost.
Clark, can you hear me?
Fuck. I want to watch this movie now. This literal movie is making me want to both play the video game right now and I just want it. I want to watch this. This looks freaking amazing.
I don't understand. What is this?
The suits.
It's beautiful. Am I right?
Hello?
Oh, I want to watch this. Oh, I want to watch this. I want to watch this right now. Wait, when is this movie coming out? When is this movie coming out? May 29th. I want to watch this. Oh my God. It is grabbing all my little. So I know I'm a weirdo. I hate horror video games, but I love a good horror movie. I adore a good horror movie. Put me in front of a horror movie and I'll watch the crap out of it. I want this. It's preying on all these like psychological aspects of what the hell's gonna be going on, what the hell's happening. We got that found footage look for it, same way that it kind of shows up within the video game as well. You see the suits, obviously. I am so freaking hyped for this movie. I don't know what it is that's getting me like all goosey and like I want to see it. 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 I can't say it enough. And I've only been seeing people go like, God, this looks good. Oh, this looks good. And it's also a really good testament. Small budget, because this is going to be an art house film. It's A24. A24 movies are made on really small budgets, and they're usually, you know, the tax write-offs for Warner Brothers. I think this is a perfect style. I think this is a perfect aspect. It is a horror game, already small budget. It is already playing into everything. They're not going to be expecting probably a whole lot on returns, but I could see this movie make bank as it stands right now. So I'm here and I'm hyped. Let's go. I assume you never get an explanation because it seems like the type of game / movie where an explanation disappoints. Yes, I've seen people play escape back rooms multiple times. Like I really want to play that game. But it's one of those games that I do believe it does have an ending, but you don't know what the ending is. And it progressively gets harder as you get further into the game, where there ends up being these weird monsters that look like humans that you don't realize is not like a teammate or anything at first, and then it just turns into a monster and will just one-shot you. It is so fucking cool. It is. But here's the thing. Okay, here's the reason I haven't played the game. One, nobody really to play it with. I haven't worked out a team to play that game with just yet. But two, let's go back to Friday with Repo. I have to actually pick the people I'm gonna go into that game with. And it can't just be a bug. It can't just be anybody like that. People that are like, well, I just want to make content out of this. No, I actually kind of want to play the game and succeed. So I actually have to think the perfect team through. And as far as I have it right now, excuse me, perfect team is Weasel, Kel, because obviously those two. It's always got to be those two. Those two have to be on every team. And then the third person, because I believe it's a max of 4 people. The third person is either Dom or Static. I would pick Adam, but Adam's a curmudgeon and will never play it. So it has to be Dom or Static. Now, who do I put more faith into actually trying? Dom. But do I trust Dom? Will I be the one that trusts Dom with my life? I don't know. I don't know if I would trust Dom with my life in a game like this. I also have, I could pick Cloud. I could. I don't want to. I think he'd choose to kill me. So that's why I have Weasel and Weasel and Kel, Dom or Static. Static would probably also kill me, so. One or the other. One or the other. I haven't decided yet. Anyways, I'm loading something up real quick. While I'm getting these all situated and prepared, because I'm gonna try to do that Mia topic that I did yesterday, that when my PC just decided to wig out. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that topic today too. Adam is a Crimson Desert addict now. That's the only drug he wants. Everybody's a Crimson Desert addict right now. I'm not lying. It is kind of hard for me to talk about anything else but Crimson Desert right now. It is hard. Because I really do enjoy... I've been having fun with Crimson Desert. And I'm struggling. So like on Sunday... I made my videos for Monday, went out, and then once I got all done, I started loading up Crimson Desert. That was about 7 or 8 o'clock at night. I didn't quit playing until close to 1 a.m. And that's bad because I have work the next day. So like I have to be at work by 8 a.m. Didn't finish playing till 1 a.m. And it usually takes me about an hour to 2 hours to fall asleep. That was just wonderful. What the hell is happening? Give me a second. I'm working just fine. I don't know what the hell is happening back there. I saw it see, it's looping again. What the hell? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with those. But Crimson Desert here. You know what? Why don't we... Do I still have this? No. Speaking of Crimson Desert, I mentioned this yesterday. I mentioned this little topic yesterday. You know what? Here, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. I did the wrong thing. Steam DB Crimson Desert. Give me a moment. I want to make sure. Okay. Okay. I want to bring this up. Let me make sure I have everything correct. The Golden Leaf, or is that the group? Golden Leaf. Crimson Desert. I just want to make sure I have the faction right. Gold Leaf Merchant. Gold Leaf. Gold Leaf. Let me, I just want to pull this up because I need this, because I've got to do a quick video on this. We're gonna do a quick little video on this, not a super long one, but because we were talking about Crimson Desert just a little bit, I do want to go over this right now and just the exact renowned success that Crimson Desert has been seeing. Like, it is a monumental success for this video game right now. I've been playing it, everybody's been playing it. It is fantastic, and as of right now over on Steam DB, we can see past 24-hour peak, it was at 186,000 players. All-time peak is still, you know, it's a little low from where it is right now, but it's still super high. The game's successful, everybody's talking about it. It's renownedly just a fun game. It's everything you love about a fantasy adventure game wrapped up into one. I have my own criticisms and nitpicks, mainly some of the button layouts. It's a little wonky, okay? That's a personal opinion of mine, but I love it. I love it so much, and it is hard for me not to be playing it right now as we're recording this. But I do have to point something out, because there is some criticisms of this game, whether it be the AI art that was only supposed to be a placeholder, and it's literally a blink and you'll miss it kind of a piece. After even playing the game myself, I barely am paying attention to any of the artwork on the walls. It is blink and you will miss that piece of art. But there is some new criticisms being levied at the game, and it revolves around the Gold Leaf merchants, which are, you know, goblins. They're merchants. They're green. They look a certain way. They look like goblins. In fact, they remind you of just a basic goblin creature, whether that goblin be from World of Warcraft, Warcraft in general, any of that, like a standard goblin. It's just their merchants this go around. Well, because of the way they look and the fact that they're merchants and some of these little knickknacks and doodads that they have associated with them, the levels of anti-Semitism have decided to start coming out, and people have started equating merchant goblins that love them some gold to be the Jews. And a good example of this is our good buddy David Jaffe. What the hell? This is just deranged. People, I have to take a side note. It's just, if you see Jew in this right here, you have a problem and you need to get that all sorted out first. But what the literal hell, David? What is going through your mind? But we have the tweets right here. Loving Crimson Desert, but come on, at Crimson Desert _ at literally tagging them. This is some anti-Semitic-ish, or at least is sure feels as such. No. No. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? You're the one that's exposing yourself right here. Like, this is deranged to even say this. Which, hey, that's your right. I support your right, but I don't gotta like it. No, you're the one that's saying that it's anti-Semitic. Nobody else was making this claim until right now. Yeah, there might be a joke here or there, but it's a joke that people understand it's not actually that. It's not Jew. You have to really reevaluate the way you view the world. But hey, I mean, progressives are always some of the biggest bigots out there. The nose, the job, the mission name, and gold leaf may as well be Goldberg. I mean, the mission name is greed, and it's all about their previous guy in charge, who was like Broken Horn, who was a tyrannical, greedy mother effer, who was basically hoarding all this stuff and was just attacking people to get their goods. Yeah, he was not a good person, but it's not because Jew. It's not because Jew. And you have to do a whole lot of work to get Goldleaf to Goldberg. The second part is an entirely different name. How do I legitimately am lost for words, because I've made some spicy jokes in my time. I make the jokes that aren't safe for YouTube all the time. I don't know how you could jump in any regard straight to anti-Semitism here. Like, what you are showing is an actual effort to try to lay out anti-Semitism. You are putting it, because, excuse me, I'm not really sure of how many Jews are green. I'm not really aware of very many green Jews. It's just gotta be honest, but he wouldn't just stop there, okay? He'd go on. I understand Twitter is the new 4chan, so I don't really know what I expected when so often any comment beyond "this rocks" or "this sucks" is like discussing algebra with a sea monkey. No, dude, you exposed yourself as thinking the green fantasy creature here is a Jew. You exposed yourself in saying Jew. It wasn't us, that was you. You're the one with the anti-Semitism problem here. I'm beginning to wonder how much of a makeup budget Adam might have to conceal his green. I mean, I also understand I didn't say they should cancel at Crimson Desert yet again, tagging him. I said I'm loving it, and I am. It's wonderful. But I also think their portrayal of the Gold Leaf folks plays hard into anti-Semitic. No, it's just Goblin. It's just Goblin. For crying out loud, Harry Potter has the same type of goblins and the same type of schizos say the same thing. That the goblins are Jewish caricatures. The goblins, they're fantasy creatures. They're weird looking. It's not the same. It's not. You're the one that has the problem here. Agree? Don't agree. But it's my take, and you're the anti-Semitic one. And I don't imagine it is intentional. Then how can they be anti-Semitic? They can't even, if it's not intentional, there's no problem here. You're the one that's reading this stuff into any of this stuff. Like, you're the one that is trying to force the problem. Nobody else has the problem. You do. Like it's amazing how you can't see that little bit. But maybe it is. No, it's not. You're just deranged. Who knows? Not me. Well, yeah, because you would never know because you're a deranged psychopath. But even if it's intentional, that's their right. I don't agree with it. No, okay. No. You've now made a controversy, added them both times to try to more or less attack them, all while saying, listen, it's your right to be this way. I just don't agree with it. I'm going to allege that you're anti-Semitic, but I just don't agree with it, okay? You're anti-Semitic. I have no evidence to back it up. You're anti-Semitic, but listen, I don't know if you are anti-Semitic, but if you are anti-Semitic, it's okay on you. I disagree. You could do all this, but I disagree. That's some of those most basic, like, it's not a straw man, but it's a real pathetic move to just build up this whole claim of anti-Semitism and accuse somebody of being anti-Semitic with no actual evidence to back it up, but then at the same time say it's all right that they are, but I disagree. That's pathetic, because now you're already trying to say that they are, all while at the same time defending their rights that they are anti-Semitic when no sign of them being anti-Semitic exists. You're just the deranged one. In fact, there's more evidence that you might be anti-Semitic than anything else here. I don't agree with it, and I don't like it, intentional or not. So you just don't like the way the gold leaves look. Okay, so you are anti-Semitic. Congratulations, thank you for admitting it. But I support their right to express their view and their art. And that's all I will say about it. Bye. Man, you sound really pathetic. Like, listen, I was seeing David Jaffe getting dunked on for this. Like, it is next level derangement that David Jaffe had here. Like, I have seen some stupid takes in my life, but this one took the cake. And then to go out there and level the whole gold leaf and accuse them of being anti-Semitic, but then not have any evidence and then say, well, it's fine if they are or not. You're just a psycho. Okay, at the end of the day, David Jaffe, you're a psycho. And if you think that this is a Jew, that the green man right here, the green man is a Jew, if you think that, reevaluate your own life, because there's no evidence that the green man here is Jewish in any way, shape, or form. You're the one that are seeing these little tropes here or there and immediately connecting it to Jew. I didn't. And I'm the one that makes jokes like this all the time. I didn't even see it. I had somebody have to point it out for me. But hey, listen, David Jaffe's a psychopath. Shock to no one. But I mean, progressives are always the biggest bigots out there. So yeah, you made your bed, David Jaffe. Now you get to live in it. I don't get it. I can get the jokes, okay? I can get the jokes a little bit. Big nose like money. I can kind of get the jokes. But I also can't come over here and go like, well, this all makes sense. They're Jews now. No, they're not. No. No Jew. This is how goblins have been illustrated for decades. You're right. Go over to World of Warcraft. They look the exact same way. Goblins in World of Warcraft. Green, big nose, big ears. Goblins in general. If I do goblin. Hey, Jack. Goblin. Goblin D's nuts. Sorry. I just typed in goblin. Goblin alone. No, nothing else. Just goblin. Green, big nose, big ears. Green, big nose, big ears. Green goblin, big nose, big ears. Big ears, big nose. They just look like goblins. So now are all goblins Jews? Is this the world we're going to be living in, where all goblins are now Jews? Because if so, you have a problem. Hell, Goblin Slayer. Does this mean, I have to be a little careful. I do have safe search. Yeah. Does this mean that Goblin Slayer, okay, the anime, which I need to watch season 2 and 3, but does this mean that Goblin Slayer, does this mean that the Goblin Slayer is a Yahtzee? Think about it. If all goblins are Jews now, Goblin Slayer's whole mission in life is to eradicate the world of goblins. Does that mean he's a Yahtzee? I would have to say yes. If listen, I'm playing by David Jaffe's rules here. Okay, I'm playing by his rules. Because even in Goblin Slayer goblins, actually, I have to be a little careful of how I show the Goblin Slayer goblins, because they are fucking deranged. Look! The goblins from Goblin Slayer. Big nose, big ears. This one's licking his lips. You got a big one. I think this is a hobgoblin right back here. But you got a big old one right back here. Maybe that was an orc. I don't remember. Goblin Slayer came by to kill all these guys. He wishes to eradicate the world of the goblins. Does that mean, in David Jaffe's world, that the Goblin Slayer is a Yahtzee? You know what? I'm gonna tweet this out. I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna see this what happens. First, I'm gonna go to David Jaffe's account and get the tweet. David Jaffe. Also have to remember that the bastard has me blocked still because he's a pussy. No. 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 Why? Why, David? You're not being subtle. Does Crimson Desert have a Jewish goblin problem? David, stop it. Stop it. You're a lolcow, for Christ's sakes. Here, I'm taking this tweet real quick from David Jaffe. Okay. I'm now gonna tweet it out. So, if at David Jaffe believes all goblins are Jews, does that mean Goblin Slayer is a Nazi? Listen, I am asking the questions. I am asking the questions that the populace wants to know. It must be asked. If goblins are Jews, then the anime Goblin Slayer is a Yahtzee. It has to be. There's no getting around that. In this suckpath's world, they're Jews. You know what? Can I DM Adam this question? I'm gonna DM Adam this question. Okay, first, I'm gonna send him the picture. Okay. Question. If psychotic, if I could spell psychotic, progressive game journos think that goblins are Jews, does that make the Goblin Slayer from the anime Hitler? And before you guys think that I'm not sending this to him, I literally just sent it. Here, I can even screenshot this. He did it like, it's not leaking DMs or anything like that. What? The message he sent to me prior to this is nothing to do with like, oh my God, I can't believe you're showing this to the world. No, it's nothing like that. It was a link to a Niche Gamer article. But I'm proving, I sent him the DM. I sent it to him, okay? Picture and all. If psychotic progressive game journos think the goblins are Jews, does that make Goblin Slayer Hitler? It has to. In my mind, it has to. But, okay, wait. Thank the Lord I don't have a bad screensaver. Holy shit. That almost blew up in my face. Anyways. let's get into another topic, shall we? Let's do. Let me make sure. What do I have finished and what have I not touched? Here, you know what? I want to hit this real quick. There's an account that I used to reference a whole lot and used to bring up a whole lot called Yeet. I think Yeet is still relatively a decent account, but they're showing more and more that they lean one way politically and aren't really unbiased anymore. Like their biases just keep showing up over and over again. And it's the way they did one of these recent tweets that it's like, yeah, there's not really a shock here. Plus, if you ever like look up his tweets and start following what it is that he's putting out there, it's always like, oh my God, look at this lefty or lib beating up on a conservative whenever he dips into the politics. Hardly ever the other way around. Hardly ever the other way around. But we come over here to this real quick. Well, first, here's the screen picture he said, because today was Trans Day of Visibility, guys. Oh my gosh, today's the Trans Day of Visibility, where the Dems put out trans rights are human rights. This transgender day of visibility, we honor the real resilience of transgender and non-binary Americans and celebrate their incredible courage. Senate Republicans responding with no. Heart. Where's the controversy here? Like, honestly, if you sit down and look at this, everything's kind of falling into place. Lefty Dems are saying what they say. Conservatives are dunking on them, you know, supporting their base. Like, yeah. Nothing's out of the ordinary here. It's like, yeah, this happened. But Yeet's response to this whole thing. Senate Republicans believe trans rights are not human rights and refuse to honor Trans Day of Visibility. Are you serious? Newsflash. Yeet. Conservatives, Republicans, most people on the right do not view trans rights as human rights. We don't. You see, we have a different worldview than you. We believe that, you know, most of this is mental illness. Should be probably treated as such. Like, why on earth would you even put this out? It's like, duh. Why would they ever come out here and go like, yay, Trans Day? Why? Why would we do this? We make fun of this day because it's stupid. What's newsworthy about this? It's like news for and about streamers. This is stupid. This isn't news. This is idiotic and retarded. Everything here is what you would expect. Lefties are out here going like, yay, trans. Conservatives are out here like, I don't really give a crap. Let's make fun of them. What's newsworthy? Is it because it's the Senate? Newsflash. People that vote for them agree with them. Why? Like, why do this? Why just tell the world that you did what? I've been on this for a little while. Like, I've been noticing it more and more. And it's just so evident, really, that the dude's a lefty in his own regard. He's probably more along the lines of like a Destiny or somebody like that. Not like where they're maybe a less deranged Destiny. Maybe that, like, whenever he talks about politics, he's always dunking on Hassan, maybe dunking on Destiny and some of those people. But it's always lefty leaning. It's always coming from the left, his political views, because they've just been seeping out. And then you get a moment like this where it's like, yeah, shocker. Nobody's going to be talking about this because, yeah, Senate Republicans disagree with this. They don't view trans rights as human rights. They never have. Why would you do this? Like, even the DMs. All these goofballs days that need to be deleted. Based. I don't know what any of this means. Based. When I'm genuinely dead, but the doctor says my kidney, I don't even know. Like, we disagree. Why are we acting this way? Like, what? I don't get it. Oh, some other retard. Oh, I do have one other thing I want to address. I'm gonna keep hammering this point to the bitter end. I don't like Thomas Massey. I despise him. I think he's a shill. I think he's an opportunistic individual. I think he's just out for himself. I do not think he's a principled man. I think he's a very flawed individual that will not go out there and admit that he's a awful human being. We've already seen through a lot of his funding that he's funded by a lot of, well, third worlders. All of his money actually comes from out of state, which I'm actually starting to think we need to start banning that. You know? If you're running for Congress, you know, going up there to represent your state, if you're doing like state representative stuff, you shouldn't be allowed to accept money from outside your state. I'm gonna start thinking that one through. I think that's a good finance reform, because it's kind of idiotic to think that you, who is going up there to represent the people of Kentucky from your district, will be allowed to accept money from Texas, California, New York, Florida, all these other states. Why on earth do they care? Why on earth are you trying to appease to people that don't live in your state to vote for you? But that's an argument for the other time. The other thing I hate is he's done this a couple times on a variety of issues where he says, I know X, but I'm never going to tell you X. I know Y, but I'm never going to tell you Y. And we have this because just yesterday we had the bunch of idiotic people on the fucking internet got together. A bunch of shills, grifters, and losers got to fucking gather, all to rally around Thomas Massey and do the MasseyMoneyBomb.com and raise money for Thomas Massey. Congressman. But he comes out and says, Thomas Massey says that there are only 30 good Republicans in the House and the rest are either evil or just NPCs. Do you think he tells you who these 30 good Republicans are? No. Think he tells you who the 220 bad ones are? No. So you have a list of people, but you're not going to tell us who. You're not going to tell us who we should probably be looking into, who the do-nothings are, who the frauds are, who the bad people are. You're not going to tell us. We're just supposed to guess. Well, you know what? I agree. There's only 30 good ones and 220 bad ones. And one of the bad ones is you, Massey. I want you gone. I do. I find it to be atrocious. Democrats don't even want to restrict voting to people from this country. That's right. I find it kind of weird. And I started looking into this because more people started like digging into Thomas Massey's funding. Yes, he doesn't really take a lot of donors. He has a couple donors, like big budget donors. He doesn't take a lot of them in, you know. But what I am gonna say is, like, people started pointing out almost all of your donations come from out of state. Like, the vast majority of your donations come from out of state. So that tells me that you're not even appealing to the people from your own district. You're not, like, why on earth do we allow this? It doesn't make sense, because this is also how AOC exists. Most of her money doesn't come from her district. It comes from out of state. It comes from California. Why on earth do we allow people from out of state to be imposing their will on other states? Like in this particular regard, when it comes to the federal government, okay? Well, when it comes to your state representatives at the federal government, you should be representing the citizens of that state. You should be there to be, hey, I am for the people of Kentucky. I'm for the people of Kansas. I'm for the people of Georgia. I'm for the people of California. Like, I don't really care that the California Senate congressmen and senators are all lefty liberals. Guess what? The majority of people that voted for California are lefty liberals. It makes sense. I would like to change that, but I don't know how. It kind of boggles my mind. This whole thing where we are trying to influence an election in a state we don't live in. We fund a man who won't be actually representing us in that state. Shouldn't we want the people of that state to be represented by somebody that actually represents them and is there to, further their cause? Further what they want? Shouldn't you have that? And if your congressman isn't doing that for you, if your congressman is not representing you in Congress, why is it that somebody from Florida, Texas, California, any of these other states that you don't live in, why are they getting to influence who it is that's going to be your congressman or representative? Why? That boggles me. Maybe we can adjust it for the Senate because the Senate is supposed to be a little bit different. Actually, no, I kind of agree with the repeal the 17th. I think it was the 17th. The 17th Amendment, which basically made it that people can vote for their senators. I actually kind of like it that the states chose the senators because they were supposed to be people that the state, actually there for the state. They're actually supposed to be like, hey, this is our state delegation. We have chosen this person from our, our own Senate. Because you're supposed to trust your local officials to elect these people. It just, I started thinking about this. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me that we allow this in our country. Motherfucker, I'm so sick and tired of this goddamn account. Yeah, they share my shit out, but god damn it, they're fucking annoying. It's one of those bullshit bot streamer things that's like, oh my god, hey, come over here, we'll help you out. You don't trust the voting results from places like California. State officials let tens of billions be stolen through massive fraud. I mean, I agree, but at the same time, if the representatives are representative of the actual populace there, they were actually voted in and stuff, I have no problem there. I have a problem, I kind of have a problem with, let's say the rest of America goes over to California. Okay, let's just say we have one person in California we want to get elected, so we send him a fuck ton of money to help with his election campaign. Let's say he's an actual neo-Nazi here. Okay, he's in California, and this guy's a full-fledged neo-Nazi, hates everything that California stands for, and wants to burn it down more or less. Okay, we're going far to the right on this one, super far to the right. Let's say it's no, it's not a Nick Flynn. Okay, just random super racist, super far right, farther right than Hitler and all of them, massively far right individual. Like a theocrat. And the rest of America throws tons of money at this dude to the point that it doesn't matter who's living in California, they cannot outfund him. So with all that funding in this area, he's now pushing himself more, promoting himself more, doing all this stuff, and let's say he gets elected, just for the argument here. I'd probably laugh a little, but at the same time, I'd find that to be wrong. I would find that to be wrong because the people The only reason he got elected was because he outspent the other person. And the only reason he was able to outspend the other person was because of people that don't live in that state funded him. That seems disgusting to me. Like, it's another thing to go to that state, okay? Like, it's another thing in my mind. Say I, for some reason, want to go... what's his name from Texas? The former AG who's now running for Senate. He's going up against James Tallarico. Texas Senate. Trying to remember the other dude, because I actually don't like Cornyn. I like the dude he's going up against. Paxton. Say, I want Paxton to win in Texas, okay? I like Paxton. I think Paxton's a good dude. I would like Paxton to win. Or better yet, AK guy, Brandon Herrera. I think Brandon Herrera should win in Texas. I actually think it's bad of me to go fund him. I think it's different, though, if I go over to Texas and help campaign for him and walk around, hand out the flyers, try to get people aware of the election. I think that's a completely different thing. If I'm volunteering my time that way, that I'm trying to get the people of Texas to get interested in this election and to potentially donate money to the candidate that I like. I think that is different than trying to raise money from around the country to influence an election that more than possibly the people of that state don't really want him. Well, I get that, Dash, but like my point here was more or less like I was using California as an example, so that's why I ended up changing it to like Glenn Paxton or Brandon Herrera, people that I would like to win, but I also find it kind of disgusting for me to be giving them money because I don't live in their district. If they win and they screw up, it's not on me that gets punished. It's on the people that elect him that get punished. I don't get the consequences of electing these people. I get some of the benefits, yeah, but I won't get any of the consequences. So campaigning for them is one thing, but actively trying to raise money from out of state, I think that's another thing that feels dirty to me. Because you go back over to like Marjorie Taylor Greene is a good example. Marjorie Taylor Greene got almost all of her money again from out of state. All of her campaign finances from out of state. And then what did she do? She gets elected, throws a temper tantrum, and then leaves. And then it comes out that a lot of people in her district disliked her. And that she probably was going to lose her primary because she wasn't representing them. She was caring about the culture war stuff. When she has that stuff to care about, but at the same time, you need to be representing your district. And and the polling data started coming out that they weren't liking her. They were having serious issues with how she was acting. So you mean to tell me everybody from around this country liked her, and that's where she was getting her money, but the people that actually vote for her hated her because of how she was acting in Congress? But yet she's still gotta probably perform somebody if you have the same situation as like Massey, because there is some polling data to show that Massey in his district, he's not liked. They're getting tired of him. Especially considering he's been there for like 13 years and has gotten basically nothing done in that 13 years. All he's done is obstruct everybody. Doesn't matter what administration. So you start hearing that, you start seeing that, and it's like, if the people in that district don't want him, though, you shouldn't be trying to subvert their will. You shouldn't be trying to fight against their will. The whole country feels consequences from members of the U.S. Congress. That's part of the of why Massey sucks. That's true. But I mean, like, some of the other, like, if you have needs in that district that needs to be, like, represented and stuff, shouldn't your congressman be helping you represent that in the state, in the Congress? Like, hey, this district, we're suffering from this or that, or we're having some issues here. Can you help us? And if you're not caring about the people in that district, then why are they even, why are you even there? Like, it's one of those weird things that I've been thinking about. But anyways, this has been Jeremy's inner monologue. I did my Thomas Massey rant, and I'm moving on. Oh, by the way, if you guys, I saw an X, Dan Bongino and Thomas Massey were going at each other, like, full force. And I gotta be real. I know Dan could come off kind of catty and kind of bitch-like, but Massey did take an L. And it is me sitting there wondering what's actually going on here. Because I think Dan has a little bit more info on Thomas Massey, and he's gonna be going scorched earth, I think. But has Adam responded? Oh, I just saw what you sent me, Dash. That's even in 1992, they looked like goblins. Even in 1992. From a conservative or libertarian like Massey perspective, the government shouldn't be helping or hurting anybody. Well, they believe, well, no, from a conservative perspective, we should have limited government that benefits the people. Like we limit the powers of government, but we fully understand how the government should be utilized. Like war, engaging in foreign affairs, and yes, some infrastructure systems. Libertarians don't believe in government at all, even though that's a utopic view of the world. Like, the idea of no government is utopic. But we still got 2 more trailers to talk about. Got 2 more. Let me get this to load. Why aren't you loading? Like, technically, before I get this going, technically, when it comes to conservatives, we do believe in the aspect of government. We do believe that a government needs to be used. Governments have some of its own authorities, its own rights, its own way of doing stuff, because we believe in these, like, conservatives naturally believe in a hierarchical structure. We end up building them every single time. So a government actually just facilitates that. If you don't want government at all, you end up basically going libertarian. But the thing is, you will always have a government. And there was a really good debate between Andrew Wilson and Dave Smith, and Andrew Wilson just kind of showed off why the what was the term for it? It's like anti-force doctrine. I can't remember. Force doctrine. No, not force doctrine. That's what he believes in. But the non-aggression principle. Why the non-aggression principle is basically bullshit and will never work out. Like, that whole belief structure that you only aggress upon those, you aren't allowed to aggress and violate somebody's rights because you own yourself. That whole principle ends up breaking apart and has massive issues when you start sitting down and think about it. Because, and like, some of the ways that Andrew Wilson was like laying it out, like, your non-aggression principle would allow for some very heinous things to go on, and would also make you guys just sitting ducks. It's fascinating. Because to be quite frank with you, the non-aggression principle ultimately means that you have no right to go interfere in other countries' like politics or do anything like that. You have no right to do that. You are interfering with their rights. Your enemies don't give a fuck. Your enemies will go over there and do whatever the fuck they want to do. They will fuck shit up. And then you just have to sit there and take it. Because you can't prevent it. Like, let's say America became a non-aggressing country overnight. We all started agreeing with the non-aggression principle. Like, that's just something we all inherently took in. You know, we cut ties with everybody and we're non-aggression principle. China, Russia, and Iran would love that. They'll just take over the rest of the world. And guess what? As they are advancing by taking over the rest of the world, essentially, we are regressing because we will be then under their boot. It's why the non-aggression principle is total bullshit and is only utopian. Because your enemies will not participate with that. On one-to-one, maybe it can work. But as that starts growing and you start having other countries and shit, people that disagree with you, it doesn't work. There will be countries that say, fuck you, we're going to go to war. We're going to go to war with these people that you aren't involved with, that you won't defend, that you won't protect because you believe in the non-aggression principle. You're not directly impacted by it, by the way. So you really can't do anything. Yeah, they won't care. They'll just run roughshod. And it basically, the non-aggression principle falls apart when there's bad people and super authoritarians out there in the world. They'll do whatever the fuck they want. They don't care about your principles. Your principles mean nothing to them. They'll utilize them against you. Hell, in the non-aggression principle world, like the libertarian, anarcho-libertarian worldview, where there is no government, they'll weaponize that all day and night against you. Think about it. Say you have a town of 100 people, but just for this discussion here, you have a town of 100 people that all believe in the non-aggression principle. Have another town that's like, well, we disagree with them, but you know how we're gonna change it? We want to take this town over, okay? So how are we gonna do that? Well, we're gonna send 51% of our guys over there over a period of time, to the point that we outnumber by 1 or so the people in this town. Then we just take it over. We outnumber them now. Through our systems, we will force them to side with us. We will start changing their culture, their ways of life, the things that they do, slowly and surely. No, not by aggressing upon them. We'll just change it. There's ways to do it. There's ways to convince people. We'll change their hearts and minds. And then they'll be living under us. And we have a different set of standards, moral codes, or whatever, that over a period of time, we took over just enough that now the non-aggression principle is gone and we own you. Now go work in the mines. They'll easily do that shit. To think that they won't is retarded. Exactly. We could send 100,000 to... Yeah. Now, we shouldn't do that, but that's the thing. Like, if we wanted to, we could do that. I mean, as of right now, with the way we do birthright citizenship, what's to stop China from doing that? Several Chinese immigrants are coming here just to have kids and then leaving. It's called birth tourism. If we don't change how birthright citizenship is done as of right now in the country, who's to say here in a couple of years we're not going to be voting in somebody who's been raised by the CCP? Could happen. Do you want that? I don't. But they utilize our laws and our rules and our principles against us. We can say, well, no, that's not fair. They're doing something that's wrong. Well, the rules and principles say we can do this. And then think about this. If you go to the non-aggression principle, they'll do the same thing. They will manipulate you, change your way of life, do whatever it is without violating your rights. They have their workarounds. They don't care. They'll weaponize it against you. That's why this whole libertarian, anarcho worldview is just utopic. It doesn't work. It's retarded. In the world we live in now, that worldview does not work. The only way to get that worldview is for, well, you can only ever get so close to that utopic anarcho-libertarian worldview. Okay, you can only get so close. There will always need to be some form of government, world protect, like global, not global, but country protection, that stuff will always have to exist, no matter what you say. The draft will have to exist. Even though Dave Smith has openly admitted that he would flee the country if there was a draft, even if we were getting conquered. Again, go check out that Andrew Wilson debate between the two. Anyways. Trump didn't pretend the narco boats or Iranian threats weren't aggression. Yeah. One of my favorite Piers Morgan episodes so far is what he put on yesterday, where he had he finally had somebody from like the military who was like a former general in the military or former commander in the military who just came on, started listening to all the pitter patter of all like the, oh my god, I can't believe we're doing this, oh my god, I can't believe we're doing this, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And he just looks up and goes like, you're all a bunch of spineless do nothing losers, no wonder you guys are crying all the time. Like, he just starts laying out like all these facts about Iran and how they view the world and what they're willing to do and shit like that. And it's like, oh god, this is actually kind of nice to just listen to Pierce get BTFO'd by somebody that actually knows what it is that he's talking about for the first time in a long time. Which is probably why today he decided to talk about the evangelical Christian cult that's taking over America. I'm not joking. There's a disturbing fucking cult conspiracy that people are running with. That it's like there's an evangelical there's evangelicals in the government that believe that they need to take out Iran to bring about the end of the world, and they want to see Jesus again, so they're trying to force it. And it's like, I could believe there's these people in the government, but oh my god, if you're trying to connect everything we're doing in Iran right now to that, you've lost the plot. And Piers Morgan tried to do that. Same with Shuon Head in her video. Holy shit. Holy shit. Evangelicals are the new bad guys, guy. It depends on how you define aggression, I guess. You don't have to pretend a real threat is an aggression or some technicality. That's true. I would say, because this came out from the negotiations between Iran and America and Iran, the no nukes, I would argue that saying, no matter what you say or do, we will keep getting a nuke, and you can't even stop us militarily. And we know you don't like it, and yes, we do hate you, and we will use it. You know, saying that shit, which did come out from the negotiations. Yeah, I'd say that's aggression. I'd say killing our troops is aggression. I'd say funding terrorist regimes is an aggression. Funding terrorist regimes that you send over here to try to hurt us, that's aggression. But hey, they've never aggressed upon us, guys. Yeah. Anyways, let's get into this. Here, I'm not even going to record this. We still got 2 more trailers to do. So we still got the He-Man trailer to do a reaction of. And I'm probably going to get copyrighted because it is MGM. And just like Warner Brothers, they're copyright cunts. So get fucked. But anyways, when it came, if you guys didn't see the first like Ballbusters reaction to this trailer, I kind of liked the He-Man trailer. I was kind of hyped. I've heard some people say that this is a bad trailer. I haven't watched it myself. I am curious, but let's check this one out, okay? Let's check out the new He-Man trailer. There's Prince Adam. Is that the Masters of the Universe already in jail?
I know most of you don't remember me,
Oh, it is the Masters of the Universe. It is them.
but I know all of you.
Man at Arms, Ranger, Castle Grayskull. Ooh, I saw this earlier. I did see this still earlier. I kind of like I like Cringer being in here. I think it works.
Even though I was stuck light years away on Earth, I never stopped trying to get back home.
Everything changed since you left.
I will say I do agree. I don't like that he knows this. I don't like that he's well aware of all this stuff. I don't like that he went to the real world and is now coming back. I don't like any of that. And I know it's connected to like some modern stories and modern comics. I don't like it. I think that's kind of dumb.
It's all gone. Skeletor took my family. And he destroyed our world.
Ooh. Eva Lynn actually looked kind of good there. Eva Lynn looked pretty damn good there. Is that supposed to be fuck? That's not Olsen, the Olsen sister, is it? Nah, that's not the Olsen. It might be. It might be that Olsen sister. I don't know.
It's all my fault.
I also do not like Idris Elba as Man at Arms. He's a great actor, but I don't like him.
I know how it feels to fail. Take the sword. And when you fall, that's your chance to stand tall.
Ugh. Oh, it's hard not to get a little hyped. I do like this. It looks like they made him more defined here compared to how he first looked. I wish he would be bulkier. I wish they could have put somebody in that's a little bit more ripped and more tough. But Allison Brie is Evelyn. Okay.
The universe shall quake in my shadow.
Oh God. Oh. Oh, I hated that. I hated that. I'm playing that again. That was not a good sound. Oh, I hate.
The universe shall quake in my shadow.
Oh. Oh, I hate that voice. I hate it so much. He-Man should be WWF wrestler. I agree. I agree there. I hate Jared Leto's voice here. I thought he could be a good Skeletor. Oh, that voice. Oh, that's awful. That is atrocious. I like the higher pitched voice. Even in the 2001. Even in the 2001. Or 2002 He-Man series, he still had the higher pitched voice and still was menacing. I don't like this deep, dark, evil voice. I don't like it at all. Oh. And Adam transforming in front of Evie. Yeah, well, they've already kind of screwed that one up, Legatus. They're already going down a bad path there.
This is my home. I'm gonna fight for it. But I can't do it without you.
Somebody wants to brawl.
I need every man, woman, or whatever that is.
You may have the power.
Oh, I can't get over that fucking voice. Just that little bit there. I can't get over it. It's awful.
But you're too scared to use it.
Trust me, I know how to use it.
You tell everyone that you're from another planet. It just makes you sound a little very crazy.
Oh, you know what? I'm not as hyped anymore. I still want to see the movie, but I'm not as hyped as I was. And I'm gonna be real. The only reason I'm not hyped is solely because of Jared Leto's Skeletor. Like this here, even watching him talk, that's awful. I'm sorry, it's just awful. It's not even like, he is supposed to be terrifying. This is terrifying in that it's not scary way. It's like evil. Like you did this. This looks ugly. It's not good. And I was over here hyped for it. But just the voice alone. Again, I'm gonna get that voice. Just want to get that voice. I hate it. I hate it. Oh God, I hate it.
You may have the power, but you're too scared to use it. You may have the power, but you're too scared to use it.
I hate it. I hate it so much. That's not Skeletor. That's not Skeletor. For fuck's sakes, what's his name? Oh, fuck. I'm awful with names. I remember the actors. Joker, Luke Skywalker. Hamill. Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill, who just played Joker again. Mark Hamill did a better fucking Skeletor fucking voice, which is just Joker. He did it so much. This is atrocious. Oh my God. What is this? What is this? This is awful. Other than the Earth and changing in front of everyone, this trailer did look promising. It looks like a fun ride. This looks like it's just gonna be a popcorn flick. But hearing Jared Leto's Skeletor, no. And it's solely how he sounds. Like, I'm all fine with the menacing Skeletor. Again, I grew up with the 2002 Skeletor. I grew up with the 2002 He-Man. That was my He-Man, okay? Is it 2002 or 2001? Here, let me... Here, I'll just to show you the pictures. I grew up with this He-Man here. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe from the 2002 TV series. Skeletor, he wasn't played by Hamill. He wasn't, but he had a similar sound to his voice as what the Hamill one did. And it worked. It was the menacing, kind of higher, kind of star-screamy kind of voice. That wasn't, you know, that, haha, well, get you again, He-Man. It wasn't that, like, clowny one. It was a terrifying one. It was imposing force and will. But what I got here was it felt like you were doing the original, like the comical voice, but deeper. Like, instead of being menacing, it's like you're overdoing the menacing, and you're coming off like this. Oh, I'm gonna be scary. So listen to my deep, gravelly voice. Oh yeah, I'm gonna come for you. I'm gonna come for that old He-Man. Like, that's what it is, and it's not working. It's not Skeletor in the slightest. Like, Skeletor can be terrifying. Oh my God, I remember this Skeletor. I loved him so much. I love the 2002 Skeletor. Terrifying in all the regards. Yeah, the previous version where they had like the same voice. Here, let me see. Can I find... 2002 He-Man skeleton. Here we go. Wait, is this? So this is that is the Hamill. Okay, here's the one I grew up with, and I might get copyrighted for this, but I don't really give a fuck. Here's the one I grew up with.
Doesn't concern you, He-Man. I know this much.
Like that little voice rare. That little voice.
Doesn't concern you, He-Man.
He still has a higher pitched voice. He still has the you know, the highness of it all. But he's so much more terrifying. He still has the imposingness to him. He still has that. You could tell that the 80s really did inspire even the voice work here, where it was high pitch and I'll get you next time. It's a mixture of that with this, and it's like it still has the gravity. Hell, again, I'll go for it. The Hordak, this version, Hamill's Skeletor is still better than what Jared Leto is doing.
Idol is your master now.
That's still better. That's still so much better than anything Leto was doing there. The nasally high pitch, you need it. Very nasally voice for not having a nose. I get it, but instead, like, you have these 3 iterations here where Hamill was the worst one before. And I like the Hamill voice so much better. No, those voices are still wrong. No, Legatus, they're right. Because we go back to 1980s. Right here. 1980s Skeletor.
I can't remember when I've had a more pleasant day.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm fine with the higher pitched voice for like, hey, this is what we used to have. This is kind of how his voice is. I love the 2002 voice. I love the 2002 Skeletor. 2002 Skeletor is the best Skeletor. There is no debating 2002 Skeletor. 2002 Skeletor was everything the original Skeletor wished he was. Badass, imposing, a literal villain. A literal villain. Actually tackling this stuff. And it wasn't like the comical, you know, villain of the week kind of moments or anything like this. Or here's our moral lesson. Ha ha ha. It was fucking force. This is probably not the best scene. This is I Am Nice. Yeah, no. 2002 He-Man intro. I love He-Man from back these days. I love He-Man. Even when he was Keldor. He was a badass. The way he became Skeletor was he was trying to poison the king. I can't remember the name of the king. But he's trying to poison him. And the poison flies back, gets like knocked back into his face. And instead of like disintegrating the king, it hits Skeletor in the face. It hits Keldor in the face. And that's how he lives. That's why his voice becomes even a little bit more nasally and stuff. I love it. 1984 equals quote. Nope. 2002 Skeletor is the GOAT. Even Adam would probably agree with me on that one. 2002 Skeletor is better in every way, shape, and form. He is imposing. He is forceful. He is strong. He is determined. He is a king. And I would ride in a battle with that man. And here's the part that I hate the most about the Jared Leto Skeletor so far. Voice is off, I love the design of Jared Leto's Skeletor. I love it. Oh my god, do I find that to be awesome. Jared Leto Skeletor. I love this design. I love it so much, except for how he's talking. It looks hideous. It's terrifying. Why are we even doing this? But I love the design. I love the look. The look has Skeletor written all over him. Everything about his look and his design, it is Skeletor. Not the voice. Jared Leto was a bad pick. Jared Leto was an objectively bad pick. Yeah, I can agree. Hamill still sounds like his Joker, but that's also because Leto doesn't really have... Hamill really doesn't care anymore. Hamill just gave up long ago. But... I mean, I'm so scared. Cause I like Skeletor. Skeletor was my man. I grew up in that 2002 era, one of the last good eras for animation. I will hands down believe early 2000s was like the end of like this great renaissance. 2000s to 2010, that's when it died. Well, that was the end. The 2000s to 2010 ending of the greatest animation era ever. And I will die on that hill. Especially because that's what I grew up with. But still, that's Skeletor. God, it was so fucking good. That series is so good, and it got canceled way too soon. They were about to bring in Hordak. They were actually about to do She-Ra. They were going to do so many cool things, and it got canceled. God, I miss that era. That's what I grew up with. That imposing force. Still had that higher pitched voice. And me and my brother, oh, we loved watching that show so much. My brother was obviously a He-Man fan, but I loved Skeletor so much that they were selling both the swords. I wanted Skeletor's sword. Oh, I wanted that sword. Late 2000s CGI killed off animation. Yes, that's why it's like from 2000s to 2010s. Once CGI came in, death of animation. And that was within that timeline. Then it was gone. It was gone. I wonder, can I pull up? I'm gonna quickly pull up. Skeletor 2002 squad. Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. Ooh, can I find... can I find a good example? Probably the best I'll get is right here, which isn't wonderful, but I remember this sword so well. Oh, I loved this sword. I loved it so much. And the coolest part about his sword, the coolest part about Skeletor's sword, it became two. He-Man might end up getting the power to become He-Man. You know, you might have the sword of power, sword of power. Right? No, Sword of Castle Grayskull. You might have that sword, okay? You might have your sword. Better sword. Objectively better sword. It was so fucking cool. I wanted it. I wanted it. My Twitch title is Stupid and Wrong, says Derpy Entertainment. Well, good for you. Because you know what? Why don't we do that? Just for you, Derpy Entertainment. Why don't we do this? Thank you very much, buddy. Because we also had another set of trailers that came out today. That's right, guys. We had more trailers that came out today. We had He-Man, we had the Back Rooms. He-Man looks, Back Rooms looks fantastic. But you know what looks super awful? You know what looked just downright atrocious? Supergirl. Supergirl looked god-awful on the nth degree. It looked like another James Gunn slop fest. And I already know what people are going to be saying here. James Gunn's not the director, man. He's not even the writer. James Gunn is the current producer and lead over at the DC universe, his little universe that he's building out. He's the end-all be-all. He's the reason this trailer looked so god-awful. Everything about this just rung out as modern day wokeisms, modern day feminism, and modern day bullcrap. But hey, okay, we want to go over here and we want to have people that say, no, it's not true. It's not true. Just want to remind people, how did the first trailer go over? How did this first trailer start off? Modern day music, bullcrap. Oh, and yeah, pissing all over Superman. But hey, maybe what's actually in the trailers isn't good enough for you. Maybe what the actual content or any of that isn't good enough for you. Why don't we actually go over what has been coming out from the actual actors themselves, mainly being, you know, Millie Alcock, who is a fantastic actor. I've actually seen very little criticisms of her performances, her casting, anything like that. I think she is a great cast for Supergirl and for Kara in general. I think it is a good way to do this. Story is not going to be good. It's going to be atrocious. And yeah, still a good casting. Phenomenally. But we had this just a couple weeks ago. Millie Alcock on the message she hopes the audience takes away from Supergirl. I think young girls should walk away from the film knowing that it's okay to be a bit bad and messy. So status quo. But I never really talked about this because I mean it's the common stuff, you know, with status quo. But well, following our new trailer, we ended up getting this. Supergirl star Millie Alcock preemptively blames sexism for backlash ahead of film's release. Echoes She-Hulk rhetoric. Just remove the She-Hulk thing. No, she blatantly blamed sexism for any and all criticisms to this upcoming movie. Which, I mean, let's be real honest here, okay? We're already seeing frickin' Warner Brothers or the DCEU or whatever the heck it's called now just jumping off the cliff and going straight into the Marvel territory. Well, here we go again, just reiterating old, tired talking points. And I did that whole like premises on Millie Alcock. Like, I haven't criticized her acting. I think she's a perfect casting. I think the material she's going to be working with is going to be atrocious. That's all I've been saying. I think she's a wonderful cast. I just think the movie's going to be bad. And I don't think it's going to be her fault. But she's already blaming sexism. Oh, we're already going to blame sexism. I mean, you're cast as a wonderful Kara. I love Kara. Supergirl is a fantastic character. Not this movie though, but let's see what actually came out. In a recent interview, Alcock suggests that much of the response to her casting and performance may stem not from storytelling decisions or fan expectations, but from something else entirely. When asked how the Game of Thrones fanbase prepared her for the backlash she expected surrounding Supergirl, she said the following. It definitely made me aware that simply existing as a woman in that space is something that people comment on, the actress claimed. We have become very comfortable having this weird ownership of women's bodies. I can't really stop them. I can only be myself. Where? Okay, I was around. I liked House of the Dragon season 1. You know what? Other than King Viserys, the other good actor from House of the Dragon season 1 was Millie Alcock. I thought she did a good job. I thought she was a wonderful casting. I thought everything there was good. I have not seen any of this criticism that apparently prepared her for this. Oh my god, it's the sexism. Oh my god, the sexism of Game of Thrones prepared me to be for all this sexist backlash and all the people criticize. What? Honey, I didn't see none of that garbage. Did people dislike your character? Yes, but that was something that they were supposed to do. You were supposed to have negative feelings towards Rhaenyra. You were supposed to not like Rhaenyra. That's the point of the story. She is supposed to be a bad person to succeed her father. You did it perfectly. You were a good casting then. You're a good casting now. Where's the sexism? I haven't seen it. But hey, you already want to say it's sexism that's going to be the problem here. It's the sexist fans. Well, she'd go on. Alcock also acknowledged that criticism of the superhero genre itself is nothing new. Whenever a new wave comes along, there's going to be criticism towards it, she said when asked about comments by people like Martin Scorsese. Not every film is for everyone. The beauty of art is that you can be selective about your taste. Okay. But you're already over here just blatantly saying that all the criticisms that is going to be coming your way is because of sexism. No. In fact, Kara is a beloved character. Somebody you are about to portray that I have said is a perfect casting. I think you are a wonderful actor. The character you are about to portray is a fan favorite character. Almost everything there should have been a slam dunk. The only reason it's not going to be good is because of James Gunn and the DCU already setting this up for failure. All my criticisms are over there. It's not at you, but already you're saying it's sexist. Already you're coming out here and blaming the sexism. Screw you. I'm over here now actively expecting you to fail. I'm expecting this whole show to fail. I'm expecting everything here to fail because you're already setting it up. Try to do your little bob and weave, the standard Hollywood tropes of blaming it all on the fans, blaming the sexisms, the racisms, the ists and the isms. It's all their fault. They just couldn't stand a strong woman. Perfect casting. It's all bullshit. And at the end of the day, the only reason this movie is gonna fail, the only reason this movie is gonna never succeed, wasn't gonna be Millie Alcock. Now you're gonna be part of the problem here, but it wasn't gonna be Millie Alcock. No, it's gonna be James Gunn. At the end of the day, the reason this universe that me was so hyped for. Again, on this channel, there is a relatively positive Superman review here. I didn't hate the movie. You could go check it out. But James Gunn is the only reason this universe will fail. James Gunn is the only reason all this will fail. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who directed this, who wrote this, or anything. All goes through James Gunn for the final approval. It is all James Gunn's fault that this is happening. And James Gunn himself came out and said, James Gunn calls Supergirl special with her flaws. And I think that we're kind of thrust upon this narrative, especially women, that you have to be perfect in every aspect of your life. And I think that Kara is someone who's so beautiful, leans into her flaws, and I think that's really special. Doesn't really lean into her flaws. The point of Kara was that she was out of place. She's on a more primitive planet, a more primitive timeline, whatever you want to say, somewhere that she's out of place on because she's used to such advanced technologies. There's a beautiful story there, and I will shout it from the rooftops every time. The original animated universe had the best freaking stories, or even Kara. But hey, we're not going to acknowledge that this is a fan favorite. We're not going to acknowledge how she was before. Nope, we're just going to do the women's. It's okay to be messies. It's okay to be a little messies and a little slobby. And if you don't like my movie, you're a sexist. Miss me. Again, I was hyped for James Gunn's DC Universe. I liked the Superman movie. All I've seen since then is tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. Fell at the feet of James Gunn. Now you know what? Piss off. But hey, I'm gonna leave it there. Haven't seen anything to be sexist about yet. Does she know there's only worse to come? Oh boy. You're already out here blaming sexism for what the fans think. Like, I saw the trailer earlier. The only reason I didn't play the trailer right now is because I'll get copyrighted and I didn't want to fight multiple copyrights at once. Okay? I didn't want to put up with that. This was not a good trailer. It was more of the same. More of the girl do good. Girl. Girl power. Woman strong. Woman power. Bloody blah blah blah. It was more of the same slop. And she's already out here doing what Marvel did. Hell, doing what Warner Brothers fucking had Papa Aceto do just the other week. Oh my god, I'm getting a bunch of death threats because I cast a Snape, which, okay, you probably did, but at the same time, everybody condemns those. Oh, well, at the same time saying you're about to make Snape your own unique character. No, you should be embodying who Snape is. But it's the same old fucking tired Hollywood strategy. Blame the fans. Say the fans are the problem. Say the fans are attacking Millie Alcock. I have not seen anybody attack Millie Alcock. Not one. Wonderful casting. Good actress. People were excited for this initially prior to, you know, the Superman movie where we saw that she's acting like a See You Next Tuesday. They hated the content. They didn't hate you. They didn't hate the character. But hey, it's sexism. Fuck off. Fuck off. Nobody was sexist towards you in the initial fucking trailer. Nobody was sexist towards you anywhere here. Hell, when it came to House of the Dragon, nobody was sexist to you then either. I actually thought you were a good casting. The main things they had criticisms of were some of the writing choices. They actually kind of liked you. But hey, ignore that. Ignore all the people praising you, saying good things about you, thinking that you're a good casting or all this stuff, do good performances. Just criticizing the movie that you were being in, not because of you, but because of the content. No, that's all just sexism. You all just hate me because you're sexist. Fuck off. I am so sick of what I've been seeing here. Like this, I've been seeing so much of this shit. All the flaws. It's all about women and women and women and women and women and women and women. And fuck off. Marvel already did this. And guess what happened to Marvel? It tanked. You were supposed to do something different. Instead, you did what DC always does when it comes to the movie. Starts trying to do the exact same things as Marvel. Speed run your way over there. That's what happened to not James Gunn, but that's what happened to the Snyderverse. Speed run our way over there. Gotta get to that Avengers movie. Well, I mean, Justice League movie. Gotta do the same thing like them. Gotta chase that Marvelisms. Doing it again. Congratulations, James Gunn. You single-handedly made me hyped for your new universe, and now I want it to end already. If Adam was here, if Adam was available, I could literally DM, I could pull him on stream just to ask him, hey, was I not super hyped for the James Gunn universe? Was I not going on stream saying I'm hyped for the James Gunn universe? You want to know what Adam would say? Fuck yeah, you were. You were defending it. You were defending the choices. It wasn't until after Superman that you started having the problems. It wasn't until like some of the lead up to Superman and after Superman, you started having problems. He could vouch for that shit. Adam and I disagreed on so much. He could vouch that, hey, my biggest problem up to the lead up to Superman was I thought the marketing was bad. I still thought the movie was decent. Adam can vouch for that, and Adam hates it all. Adam was excited until he wasn't, which was well before I was. The Holly weirdos are just projecting the real sexism of their own little cesspool. I mean, you're right. You're right, Dash. Nobody has been attacking this movie for like sexist reasons, like legitimately. Nobody has. They don't like what they're seeing. They hate what's going to be happening to Kara, and they hate James Gunn. They don't even care about the director or writer. They know it's James Gunn because, again, it all goes through James Gunn. James Gunn has all the final says. This trailer is just another Guardians fucking trailer. Everything's just Guardians, Guardians, Guardians. And it's like, it's obviously James Gunn's influence here. And now you're just doing the same shit. It's pathetic. I hate it. I hate it so much. And the worst part is I wanted this universe to do so good. My criticisms were originally, hey, we need a Batman movie. We need a Wonder Woman movie. Focus in on those things. It'll do fine. Hey, you know what, James Gunn? I want to see what your Superman is. I think you would probably do better with a Blue Beetle and Booster Gold. I think that would be perfect for you. Keep Jaime Reyes as Blue Beetle because I like Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle. I actually do. Hated that movie, but I like him as Blue Beetle. Keep him. Keep the same actor. I like the actor. The casting's perfect. Again. Do the Booster Gold movie. Make it a buddy cop with the two of them because there's great stories between Booster Gold and Jaime Reyes as Blue Beetle. There's fun stuff you could do there. Perfect for James Gunn. But no. No. We have to do this monstrosity universe and you'll never get that Booster Gold movie. You'll never get that buddy cop Booster Gold movie. You can smell James Gunn all over it. Oh, fuck yeah. It's just Guardians. That's all it is. And it's depressing. And the other thing, if I can get it. I didn't exit out, did I? No, I exited out. Shit, I exited out. I want to get Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa, Lobo. Here. Just a little clip. It's a 9-second clip. Jason Momoa, Lobo, perfect.
Aren't you the ditz from that dive bar?
Funny. That's what I've been calling you.
Touche.
Oh, yes. Oh, just this scene alone. This moment alone. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh. You know what's sad? Every fucking thing around this, everything around this is fucking awful. Jason Momoa was born to be Lobo, and it pisses me off. It pisses me off. Adam hated him saying touche. I think it could play into that. I think it can work with how Lobo is, because Lobo's supposed to be a force of chaos, more or less. He's his own unique thing. I think it could work. I like it. I like the touche. You know what? I am a jackass too. You know, touche. But I will say DC has a problem with Lobo. As much as I love Lobo a lot, they do have a problem with him. In that he ended up becoming DC's Deadpool. And if you guys don't know what I mean by that, there was a back when they did it, death battle between Deadpool and Lobo, like the death battle channel where they did Deadpool versus Lobo. And they've kind of stopped. They stopped doing this, but they really harped on trying to make Lobo their Deadpool. Lobo versus Deadpool. Death battle. Wait, is this Deadpool? No, that's Lobo versus What? Ghost Rider versus Lobo. I don't remember that one. I remember Lobo versus Deadpool. Right here. No? I know Lobo did Death Battle. Was it Deadpool? Or was it? Shit, I could have swore they did Lobo versus Deadpool. Maybe it was Lobo versus Ghost Rider that I saw. Maybe it was this. I don't remember it being this. I don't remember it being. I thought it was Lobo versus Deadpool. I'm sorry. I should be showing you. Like I remember Lobo versus Deadpool. I do not remember. Here, I'm gonna do this just to remember because they started doing some stupid shit with Deadpool. Deadpool, Thanos versus Darkseid, Ghost Rider versus Lobo. I guess it was Ghost Rider versus Lobo. I guess they did do this. They started doing a dumb meme with fucking Deadpool and it got so goddamn annoying. They had Deadpool basically just trying to fucking take over Death Battle. But I think Lobo saying touche is good, but DC started doing, according to, I don't know if they've retconned this yet, but like in the DC comics, Lobo can regenerate himself. Basically, there could be like his pinky is all that's left of him, and he can regenerate his entire body. Like they started doing some really crazy shit with Lobo, and it's like that's kind of ridiculous. I like him being chaotic. I like him being like that. I don't like him being like that. I don't like him being basically like Deadpool. You guys trying to make him Deadpool, where he just can't die. Okay, got that out of the way. Here, before I'm gonna do one of them because I have a lot of shit I need to react to. One, I do have that thing, the Skyrim, but it's modern day. I want to save that for tomorrow, probably. I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow. So I have a couple reactions I need to get through. Like I have a fuck ton of reactions to get through, actually. But I want to hit these two things real quick, okay? Because we do have a big announcement, guys. James Gunn is more suited to making a Lobo movie. Yeah, legitimately. Lobo, perfect. Blue Beetle, Booster Gold, perfect. Those are perfect for James Gunn. Yeah, he didn't want to do those, so. Oh, but anyways,
everyone on the internet.
Shit. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna come back here. But anyways, we do have a big announcement, guys. We have a huge announcement, like next level important announcement. DSP's birthday is coming up. It is next Monday. DSP turns, I don't know, 50. I've lost count, really. But DSP is turning 50. And you want to know what he decided to do? Decided to go out there and ask Asmongold to come on his birthday. Now, how did he ask Asmongold? How does he ask Asmongold to come to his birthday? Well, a formal invitation.
Hello, everyone on the internet. I'm making it formally known that on Monday, April 6th, I am doing a birthday marathon here on DSP Gaming. All right, I'm going to be playing.
Okay, I'm following.
Games and having fun, having some drinks, having a cake and all kinds of stuff on my.
Oh, guys, he's saying I have a cake and drinks on his birthday.
I am formally inviting Asmongold, if he is broadcasting that day at the same time I am, to briefly come on the marathon stream and have a quick conversation to catch up and see how he's doing, and I'll let him know how I'm doing.
Why does it have to be what? If he's streaming at the exact same time as you, that would be the worst time for him to hop on your stream. In fact, it would probably be better if he could do like a, hey, you know what? Hey, if you could just hop on for like a brief second, we could quickly catch up and you could go do your thing if you're not streaming, if that works better for you, something like that. But no, you hear why, you know why he wants Asmongold to be streaming, right? You guys know why he's begging Asmongold to come on and hope that he's streaming at the same time, right? It's because he wants to try to steal some more of Asmongold's, audience for a little bit. Try to get some of that Asmongold audience while he's streaming, because it actually works better that, hey, if you're not streaming, could you hop on? That's what I would do. If I ever need if I ever want to have Beardo hop on or something like that, I'd be like, hey, are you streaming these days? If not, if you're free and available, could you hop on for a moment? But no. You want it when he's streaming at the same time as you, which that's dumb.
If he's interested. And if he's not, that's fine. But this is the only way I will ever get his attention, is if I formally do it like this.
Oh, why is that? Oh, why was that?
I know that if I send him a DM somewhere, like on X or Discord, he'll never see it.
Why not? Why won't he ever see it? Oh, that's because you've sent him an army of texts, an army of messages on both X and Discord, and he ignored your ass. He probably did see them. He probably was like, shit. And people who have interacted with you, who had bigger audiences, like Kino Casino, have shown that, yes, you just DM them all the fucking time. He's ignoring you and doesn't want to deal with you.
All right? So send this his way. Let Asmongold know he's formally invited to be a quick guest. This will not be a giant interview or anything, but he can be a quick guest at any time during the day when I'm broadcasting. My broadcast will start roughly around 11 a.m. Pacific time and probably go all the way till like 9 p.m. Pacific time on Monday, April 6th.
You know, my boss is supposed to be back at work next Monday. Part of me is wondering, do I stream at the exact same time as DSP? Do I talk to my boss and go like, listen, you took 2 weeks off. I'm going to take that Monday off. And I'm only doing it for a fucking joke to see, does it work? Do I do that? Do I do that? Do I think about doing that? I'm probably not going to do that. But do I think about it at least? Do I try the exact same time, by the way? I'll do it as long as he's doing it. I'll start at 11 a.m. Pacific, which would equate to like 11 a.m. Pacific. Fuck. That would be 1 p.m. Central. I would start at 1 p.m. God damn it, this dude's retarded. And go all the way to 11. Again, though, guys, note. Because his show starts at 11 a.m., that means it's a morning show. Even though the rest of the country is actually at noon. Like the one time zone over, Mountain Time, is eating lunch, is like at noon. Most people are eating lunch at 11. But no, it's in the AM, so that's a morning show. So that we're gonna start at the morning at 11. Just call it an afternoon show, because that's what it is.
Okay, formal announcement, formal invite to Asmongold. If he wants to come on, it's okay. If he doesn't, I won't have any hard feelings. There you go.
You will. He'll have super hard feelings. This is DSP. He's been crying ever since Asmongold started reacting to him twice. But hey, we're gonna have cake. He's gotta have cake. He's gotta have cake.
Maybe I'll try some birthday cake for my birthday.
I love how he says this.
Maybe I'll try some birthday cake for my birthday.
Maybe I'll try some birthday cake for my birthday. I don't know what is so funny about this clip. It just gets me.
Maybe I'll try some birthday cake for my birthday.
The high pitched noise, the high pitch of his voice, the so giddy, a happy notice in his voice. Some birthday cake for my birthday. There's something about this clip that gets me.
Maybe I'll try some birthday cake for my birthday.
There's something that's sad and pathetic, but I love it all at once. I love it. Shit, I can't download it. I'm gonna bookmark that because I'm gonna fucking download this shit. I'm gonna download this shit. He sounds like he never had cake before. No, he does. He does sound like that. I just read what the response was like. I'm seeing this, the formal birthday announcement. Can't edit. Zesty. That whole stream was a trans/bi fever dream. I need to know what stream this was. I need to know what it was. I need it. I also need this clip. This clip is required for me. I need this clip. I need this clip in my life. I might have to manually record it because there's just something about how he says birthday cake. There's something about how he says it all that's like, maybe I'll try some birthday cake for my birthday. There's something so gay about it. I love it. What is this? Cynical Crusader. Oh, Cynical Crusader tag Gundam because of the DSP shit. Okay, never mind. Anyways, I have one other thing real quick. Hollywood critics trashed the Super Mario Galaxy movie with Rotten Tomatoes scores. Okay. Just tells me that this movie that I'm planning to see this weekend, which I'm so fucking hyped up for, I'm going to see it. I don't know if I'm going to see it Friday night or Saturday afternoon. If I see it Friday night, there will be no Friday stream. If I see it Saturday afternoon, there will be a Saturday stream. But that is what it is. Anyways, though, one of the critics out there, right now, oh, I hit the wrong button. That was my bad. Let me see. Can I find her her Rotten Tomatoes score real fast? Grace Randolph, Super Mario Galaxy. Let me see. Can I find her Rotten Tomatoes review real fast? I should have had that queued up. Let's go here. Let's try bookmarks. Did I bookmark it today at all? I thought I did, but I don't think I did. Let me just, oh, I have it right here. From Valiant Renegade. Just want to show you this. Grace Randolph gave it a puke. Sweetie, you don't pull 1.3 billion at the box office without bringing in the normies by a clue. But she says Bowser, Princess Peach, and Yoshi are standouts, but still these movies remain inaccessible to non-gamers. Not really a movie with like story structure and character arcs, but more of a celebration of Super Mario games. Nintendo fans should be delighted. What else did she say? Whoop! What is this? Okay. Bowser is inspired by the manosphere according to Grace. What? Let's see. What did Grace have to say?
I continue to feel that Bowser and now Bowser Jr. are a little bit too actually evil. Like, it goes beyond cartoon villainy. I think maybe because they kind of mimic like the toxic manosphere that is like, I don't know if it's becoming more and more popular, if it's maybe finally reached its breaking.
They're actually evil. I finally feel like they're actually evil. Not just comic booky evil or cartoony evil. They're actually evil. Yes. Yes, Bowser's evil. Are what? But they're evil because they're manosphere? By the way, holy shit, no, this is not the makeup you chose today. This is not what this, no, They're pagans. Now that I'm looking at this, no, I do, no. I do not, no. Grace, you did not dress up like this. You didn't. You didn't dress up like this. I refuse to believe that. I didn't notice this beforehand, but I refuse to believe this. Grace Randolph. Beyond the trailer. Holy shit. Holy shit. She did. Why? Oh my god, it's worse. It's so much worse. Oh my god. Why do you look like a clown? Why do you look like a psychotic clown? Honey. Why? Why do you... No, how many times do you look this way? How How many videos do you look like you're a psychotic clown? I mean, you're a little heavy-handed on the eye makeup here. But is it the lighting? Is it the lighting that's the problem? No, it's not the lighting. It's not the lighting. This is... You went way too heavy-handed on your fucking lipstick in all these. You look like a clown. You look deranged. Why are you this heavy-handed with your lipstick? Between this fucking dark eyeshadow and this, you look like a literal clown. And then you have this Nintendo hoodie because you're reviewing Nintendo, but you're not a Nintendo fan, so you're just admitting that you're a shill. Why would you do this? I have to print screen. I have to. I has to do this. It is a requirement of mine. It is required. I have to know why did she decide to dress up like a clown? I am why is she a clown? Why is she a clown? Why does Grace Randolph look like a clown? Oh, I made it so much worse. I made it so much worse. I hit the wrong button again. But I made it so much worse. Now that it's a bigger picture. Now you see it. It looks ridiculous. It looks ridiculous. Your makeup is so fucking heavy-handed. I thought it was just the lighting for a second. Then it was like, no, this is actually like your usual spot, so it can't be your lighting, but you look so ridiculous. I've never noticed how deranged you look. Why are you looking like this? Plus, you could tell she's looking directly into her. You could see the script is right in her. You can see the script in her eyes. You can see the script. She looks deranged. If you walked across that in like an open field, you'll get hurt. You'll be hurt. Bad move. Bad move, bro. But okay, we got these out of the way. What do we want to react to? You know what? Let's do... Fashizi isn't here, but I kind of want to react to his latest video. Yeah. We're going to react to the latest AI video from Fashizi. Shout out to Fashizi. This one came out, would have been last week or so. It's the Keep Seething Lord Nuxanor video. I've been loving Fashizi's music videos. They fucking rock. And I just love them so much. I think they're freaking fantastic, and I want to keep going. So let's check out the Keep Seething Lord Nuxanor. I do like how, in comparison to the other ones, Nux is actually higher up this time. I do like that because this has now hit more of his thing, so it's more focused on him. I like that little aspect. There's our Kirsch! Ooh. I saw some things I probably shouldn't have seen, but I'm just gonna love them. There's a boy! There's a girl! Leave it! Let's go! Leaf! I do really love Punk Leaf. I love Punk Leaf. Does she have that model? She needs that model. Somebody needs to make her a Punk Leaf model, especially with the ripped in the ripped fishnets. She needs it.
I win, monster. You're losing the fight. Keep seeing. Monetize drama. I'm doing it right.
Fuck! It really does sound like Sabaton now. Now that you don't have like a Kirsha or a Leaflet singing, this really does sound like Sabaton. I fucking love it.
Keep seeing. Impossible odds.
I did like that little fight with Hassan. That was freaking awesome.
Digital dream, red X vision on a porcelain face. I'm the only unit that you can't replace. Analyze and see what the logic dissolves. I'm the only problem that you'll never solve. The last city rising, the mask is a shield to the Lord of the Degenerate.
Oh shit! Oh shit! There's what's his nuts again. I don't know who this one is, but there's Destiny. He gave Destiny the blue hair, and then you know what? Hassan actually kind of looks good as this like detective outfit. He actually kind of looks good there. It's unique, and obviously there's Nyara. There's the dude.
Everyone yields, no brakes on the engine, no cap on the seat. I'm the G-force pressure that you can't ever leave. High with monster, you're losing the fight. Keep seething. Monetize drama, I'm doing it right. Keep seething. Impossible logic, the king of the trash. I'm the only one who survives the crash.
Fuck yeah! I love this shit. I love it.
Kayas on the camshaft team.
Oh shit! I was not about to see that.
Oh, Lord of the Flex, yeah, I'm running it all. 5 pages, say yeah, read the first line, then I hit the fan, everything is fine. Impossible geometry, the red X stare. I'm the only villain that you can't even scare. Clip it and ship it, let the mob start to boil. I'm the king of the sea, I'm the lord of the soil. Ascending the peak with the bratty ass grin.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention. It just dawned on me. There was that the golden orb. The golden orb dude. Oh, back to fighting Hassan. Let's go.
harder you fight, the more that I win. No brakes on the engine, no cap on the seat. I'm the G-force pressure that you can't even breathe.
Fucking love it.
High with monster, you're losing.
Damn, that's a good picture. This is a good Kirsch angle. God damn, that's freaking fantastic. Ooh, that's also a good aspect goal.
I'm doing it right. Keep seething. Impossible logic, the king of the trash. I'm the only one who survives the crash. Gentlemen, female.
Okay, that's funny.
Gentlemen.
Ouch! I love this. This is funny. Gentleman to Nyara, female gentleman to fucking Destiny. This is hilarious.
You want the villain? I'll give you the best. A technical marvel, a logic-based test. Every thread that you start is a step to the throne. Kaya's judging your soul while I'm holding the phone. I'm the problem you love. I'm the mess that you need. I'm the only one.
I did like on the computer how it said Nux needed to quit typing so I could quit to paying attention or something like that. That was funny.
To take the lead.
Some of the best part of Fashizi's music has not just the imagery that he's utilizing or the lyrics, it's the solos. I don't know why. I just love Fashizi. When you watch this, I just love your solos every single time. They're always freaking rocking, and it makes me just want to get up and work. Oh, I'm just now noticing that you even gave Kirsha her super long fingernails, like her dagger length fingernails, which is accurate because she has those in real life. I'm just now noticing those. That's actually freaking cool. Oh god, okay, this gotta be real. This was a little terrifying. This was a little terrifying. A semi-realistic Rev is not what I had on my bucket list. A little creepy. Ooh, noticing. having a hard time just pausing because I fucking love it. I love it so much. Another banger.
But you stay for the show. I'm moving at speeds that you'll never know. Shots pack it up, yeah, the victory is sweet. Kaya needs a treat while I'm ruling the street. Lord, knocks a door.
I need to be pausing more, but it's just so damn good. So damn freaking good. That was freaking fantastic. Oh my god, that was fantastic. I do think if I'm gonna give some criticism to Fashizi, I think that one of the last solos, it was a little long. It was a little long, but I do like all the little, like the tidbit. Not gonna lie, my favorite part, my favorite part was that if I could get this to work right, it was when you do the gentleman, you cut over to Niera. Here, I'm right here. Here, I'm gonna pause it. Just the gentleman and then to Niera. Nah, I overshot it. I wanna, yeah. Here, right around here, I think. If I got it right. Gentleman to Niera. Female gentleman to Destiny. I think this is my favorite part. There's just something, there's something so petty about it. There's something so petty about it that it's just like, I love it. I love it. Just, it's so rude in just the right amount of way that it's like, let's go. Let's fucking go, man. Music and visuals were top tier. Lyrics could be better. K Crusader is still the lore accurate next door. I could agree with that one, Dash. I could agree. I do think that I've seen a couple next door AI videos. I think this is the second best. I mean, it is hard to beat K Crusader. That's, I know Fashizi's gonna watch this, by the way. I know he will. K Crusader is just that top tier one, but this is has to be second best right now, and it's just so funny. By the way, I never noticed it until like halfway through. You have the Golden Orb person who I've also watched their videos. So check this out. Check out Fashizi. Love the dude. Puts out amazing freaking songs and is criminally undersubbed. So check him out. Love him and love his music. Oh, I forgot it. I need to drop the link into the chat. And always, guys, when I put out the reaction video, I always attach the actual video in the description because I like to. Fashizi subscribed. Fashizi checks out the videos. He comes to the streams. I'm gonna check out his shit. I like it, and I'm gonna support these guys. I'm gonna support the people like this. Okay, the right thing to do. I'm gonna back up Fashizi. And he did DM me some stuff that I needed to react to. But how I'm gonna try to do this with like the react content. I'm gonna try to do them at the end of streams because it's just easier. I have another Sky, not a Skybros one, but another Nakasaku AI music video that we might check out. I don't know. I don't know. I put it in save later. But anyway, from now on, I'm going to be doing a lot of these reacts towards the end of stream just because it's easier. And there's so much to react to. Holy shit. On the note that, like, the things that I still have to react to. I'm just going to close out the Mia drama because I never got a chance to do it and it's long done. But I might do the Mia drama. I might still do that here. Give me a second. I'm gonna restore. I might do the Mia drama tomorrow, depending on what topics are left. But right now, real quick, the topics I still have. I have this that literally just came across my feed. It's from like last week. It's called Animation. I'll start tomorrow, and I watched like a little bit, like just a few seconds. It looked good. I thought I'd check it out. We'll check it out. We'll just see what it is like. I still have Yeah and the Powder Fan song by the Holy Ball. Still need to do that one. Radicalizer by Eustace. So I need to check that one out. And then Nuclear by Mushi I need to check out. So I have these that I still need to check out. And I will be checking them out. I'm going to be doing them at the end of streams right now. Because, oh no, that's actually, I forgot. There's one more. There's one more I need to do. Skyrim, but it's the modern game. Because Dash, you sent this to me. I need to react to it. You guys send me so much stuff to react to. I need to be reacting to it more often. So hopefully we'll get through some of those this week, if not a little bit next week. But in the meantime, guys, we need to set up a raid because we need to start calling it a night. I know. It's always sad when I have to call it a night. It's always depressing having to say goodbye to you guys. Here's the weird thing about streaming. As I set up whoever we're gonna raid into. We could do Meme Copian. Adam's streaming. Probably about to end. For the first time in weeks, Geeks and Gamers has wrapped up. So we're not raiding into Geeks and Gamers. So let's do Adam. Let's do Adam. But before I sign off for the night, guys, the weird thing about streaming, okay, and it's not the end when it's all of a sudden like I can turn lights off and everything like that. It's I stream after work, and for the past couple of nights I haven't been sleeping well, so I'm like, I feel exhausted, and I start sitting there like, do I just cancel stream so I can get some sleep? Do I do that because I'm freaking exhausted? And I go like, no, you need to stream. And then I start streaming, and then I'm not exhausted anymore. Until here's what will happen. I am rating Adam, but I'm not even gonna lie. Here's what happens. The moment the stream ends, the exhaustion will just hit like a train. I know it will. But in the meantime, guys, I love you all. You have a good night. Have a good day, wherever it is in the world that you guys might be at. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.